Hey guys, we just got moved into my new house and I'm, got this awesome shop out here where I have my boat and most of my fishing stuff. I don't even quite have it all in here yet. But I'm gonna be doing some videos, so like and subscribe on my channel. We're gonna be doing all kinds of shop talk, basically, stuff that's not just out there catching a fish on headwaters or stick marsh or wherever in the country we might be. But we're gonna talk like some in-depth stuff about some of the tackle. But I wanna show you today, I wanna show you a little deal that I do with my Ardent Reels. So I've got two of the Ardents right here. This is the Ardent Apex Elite, this black one. And this is the Ardent Apex Grand. There's a few dollars difference between the two. The Grand costs just a little bit more than the Elite, but to me, they're both super high quality reels. So what I've done is with a lot of my baits, I like to use a 5-to-1 gear ratio. With some other of my baits, I like to use a 7-to-1 gear ratio. And when I'm rigging tackle or I'm reaching down, say I'm in Brian Thrift mode where I've got 20 rods on the deck. What I've done is I have kind of decided that anything I'm winding, spinnerbait, buzzbait, rattle trap, chatterbait, any of that kind of stuff, I kind of like the 6-5-to-1 because I don't overwind. I don't wind too fast with a 6-5-to-1. When I try to start doing some of those other baits with a 7-to-1, my hand just kind of has one speed, and that's what it does. So the 6-5-to-1 fits that really well. So I get all of my winding stuff. I get the Ardent Apex Elite because they're black. And what I'm getting at is I'm kind of color coding my different gear ratios. Ardent's the only reel that I use. But all my 6-5-to-1s, I get the Apex Elite, and then I know when I look down and I'm looking for one of my winding baits, I know it's going to be on a black reel. So on the Apex Grand, which is the white reel, that's the 7-3-to-1 gear ratio. So anything that I'm dragging or that I'm flipping, whether I'm punching or whether I'm dragging a worm or a Carolina rig or throwing a stick worm, whatever it is, because you're imparting that action and that bait with the rod. All you're doing with the reel is picking up the slack that you created by moving the rod. So I want to do that as quickly and efficiently as possible. So that's why I like the little higher gear ratio. But like I said, they're both super high quality reels. I get the different ones and you can get the Grand in a slower gear ratio, you can get the Elite in a higher gear ratio, but that's just my little setup. The black Elite, I do the 6-5-to-1, the white Grand, I do the 7-to-1. It just kind of simplifies my stuff that I have on my deck. Works pretty well for me, probably will for you too.